Hi there, this is Åsa, and I'm up with a new scrapbooking process video. And today I'm making a layout with some photos from a fishing trip we went on. It's not a trip, it was just going up to a lake really close to where we live, and we did some fishing, and then we had a picnic, and then we went home. Those small but lovely adventures that you can fill your day with. So I'm using 4 photos, and I'm matting them on paper from a Norwegian company. They're called Ladybug and Friends, and I don't know if they're around anymore, but it's been in my stash forever, almost, and I thought this kind of plaid or checkered paper would suit the picnic theme really nice. So I decided to use it as a photo mat for my 4 photos and make it kind of a block. So that mushroom decoration in the corner of the paper will not be in my layout. I just cut it away, and it was just enough room to allow me to do that without getting any of it on my photo block. So I did some changes there. I was thinking about something else while I glued down the photos, and made error upon error, and then finally I think I got it right, and I could crop off the excess paper and begin with the rest of the layout. The background paper is from Basic Grey. It's from the Mon Ami collection, and this actual paper is called, let me suggest you there, Nuage, I think. I don't know how it's pronounced. Nuage. And it has got clouds with rain, and that's perfect for this layout, because while we were sitting having our coffee and sandwiches, it started raining and it poured. So it will be a rain heavy layout. Now I'm trying to find the letters or the alphas for my title, and it will be regn. Fika före regn, and it's a bit like coffee before rain. We are actually quite proud of the word fika here in Sweden. It's the expression we use for having coffee and everything that involves coffee and cake and coffee and bun or coffee or cookies or whatever, or just coffee hanging around with friends at a cafe. So that's fika. And for this fika, it was with the family at the lake. And now I start with the embellishment clusters. It's 3 as usual, and I will ground them using the 3 of those 2x2 cards from the albums Made Easy kits from We Are Memory Keepers, and I chose 3 of the exactly the same kind, and I will put some of the paper from that I matted the photos on behind the hearts, so the hearts will be checkered or played. I found acetate tag with a sentiment. It's something about you make me happy while skies are grey, and that suits also perfectly. I cut it in 2, and I put the upper part, the tag part with the hole, in my right cluster as well. So now you can see that I glue the pink paper behind the hearts. The reason why I chose a red-like paper for the photo mat is also because I had 2 die cuts a boot and an umbrella, which were in the more red pinkish kind of color range. And also my jacket and my daughter's jackets are red and pink, and so I thought using the red pink as a photo mat gave those embellishments some legitimacy, or whatever you pronounce that word. It kind of allowed for the other pink embellishments, and I think that worked out pretty well, because I really wanted to use those umbrellas, both of them, both the green umbrella and the more red one. So that's a good way to tie things together and make it fit. You just add more of the kind of the thing that you feel is a bit awkward. At the start it feels really strange, but it works, so try it if you have problem with these kind of things. I don't usually use those acetates or overlays, but I think the effect on this page is really good. I already have that the lake and forest line in the other photos, so covering it up here with that transparency sheet or the transparency piece isn't making anything bad with the layout or the photo. So I thought, since it had that sentiment on it, it was a good option, a good opportunity, so I used it there. For the acetates and the other vellum and the transparent pieces, I use my double adhesive tape. It works really well, and you can hardly see the adhesive through the embellishment, so that works. If you hear screams in the background, it's my kids on the trampoline. They're making sounds. The whole block can hear them. But hubby is out there and watching them, so I hope they will not hurt each other or themselves. Yes, I glue and I glue and I glue, and as you can see, I haven't adhered the photo piece to the background, so it's moving around quite a lot. So I only glue on top of the photo block, and everything is moving around. I secure things with some office tape on the back, and now I start committing to the background paper. At first I thought it was something missing. The block kind of gets lost against the background, and it needed some kind of edge. I thought about putting a layer of gesso on top of it or around the photo block, but I didn't like the idea, and I needed to go fetch my heat tool, and it's in the basement. And it was lots of those small things that made me want to do it in another way. So I measured the photo block and cut a piece of paper, a piece of white paper, to the same measurements, but adding I think 4 millimeters around all the edges to create a photo mat for the whole thing. So I glued the photo piece onto the mat, and it became a lot better. The piece stands out quite nicely against the clouds with this mat. I have realized that some things happen when I get messages on the phone, or some other something happens on the phone, the recording stops. So that happened now, and I had no clue, but it was only off for a couple of minutes while I made a border with thin washi and a line with my Uniball Signo pen. And then I realized the camera was off, and I turned it back on for the last finishing touches with some paper die cuts in droplets, and also a couple of hearts. So that's about it, I think. It was a nice couple of hours by the lake, and we caught some fish. Or my daughter actually caught some fish. None of us, of the rest of us, got any fish, but for Freya it worked really well, and we got that fishing experience. Not only the sitting by the lake with a fishing pole, but we actually got fish, and that was fun, especially for the kids. It needs to happen, things for them to enjoy it, and the fish happened. So that's it. I have some still photos for you of the finished layout. I have the before part of the title. I added it with some of those alpha and word stickers. These are from my mind's eye, the Find Your Wings and Fly collection. Sky's the limit, and it had a perfect shade of this blue-green color that was in the layout. So here are some still photos, and nothing super fancy. I just think it was a nice day at the lake, and the photos are really nice in that before the rain kind of lighting. I hope you've had a nice time listening to me and watching my scrapbooking, and I'll see you soon. This is Åsa. Bye.